War between England and Spain seemed inevitable by 1588 because there were just so many issues that separated the two European powers. The relationship between Spain and England deteriorated due to three main factors: religious rivalry that pitted Protestant England against Catholic Spain, political rivalry, and commercial rivalry, which was epitomized by English privateer Sir Francis Drake.
Firstly, religion played a factor in a number of ways. England was Protestant and Spain were Catholic, which seems simple enough, but Philip II of Spain figured it was his place to try and bring Catholicism back to England. In 1570, the Pope issues a papal bull calling for Catholics in England to turn against their queen to restore the Catholic faith, which led to some of the plots from the earlier video. Philip and Spain were supposed to be directly involved in the plots and had already been using Jesuits and missionaries to secretly convert people in England.
Commercial rivalry centered on the wealth of the Americas, where Spain had laid claim to large areas of land. Spain also controlled most of the trade routes in Europe and had not given England permission to trade. As a response, Elizabeth sent out privateers, which are in many ways just pirates with different titles, to start competing with Spain. England's sea dogs like Francis Drake engaged in raids of Spanish coastal colonies and ships that enriched the English crown at Spain's expense. Elizabeth tried to distance herself from having obviously commanded Drake and the privateers to attack the Spanish, but Philip saw this as something that needed retaliation.
Most of what we have already discussed can also be considered as part of political rivalry between England and Spain, which also included a rejected marriage proposal and English involvement in the Spanish Netherlands, which could also be seen as part of the religious rivalry. Philip II had been married to Elizabeth's sister Mary I, and when she died, he offered his hand in marriage to Elizabeth, but this was promptly rejected. In the Netherlands, the Spanish dominated the area, but when a group of Protestants started the Dutch revolt against the Spanish, Elizabeth had a choice. In the Treaty of Nonsuch in 1585, Elizabeth sent Robert Dudley and some of her personal army to help the Dutch Protestants fight the Spanish, something which further strained an already broken relationship.
Sir Francis Drake really was an MVP of this period for Elizabeth. His privateering and exploration of the world had already done great things to England, but the singeing of the King of Spain's beard in April 1587 was huge for Elizabeth. At Cadiz, Drake led a small fleet of ships into the preparations of the Spanish Armada. He and his men destroyed around 30 ships and stole another 4, with all the food, supplies, and weapons still on board. This delayed the Armada by 12 months and gave England more time to prepare a defense.